Hallo, servus, willkommen, willkommen, herzlich willkommen. Come on in, have a sip. Let's wind down on the Saturday crossword. I'm going to see what we've got in this grid today. Okay, so right off the bat here we go. Old currency of Massachusetts. I think they spent pounds. I don't know. Blank ball. Well, I'm thinking it's probably either wiffle or pickle, which means it will have an I here and an L and an E if I'm correct. Now we'll just have to figure out what the other is. So, creatures with a third eye sensitive to ultraviolet light, and if I am not mistaken, I think those are iguanas. And I'm not a zoologist, but again, crossword ease. Okay, what do we got now? Anne of Green Gables. Oh gosh, I love that character. And it is just so good to be back in the Solver studio and not in that dank, dark place. My gosh. Anyway, this is Lucy Maud Montgomery. Terminal approximation, probably an estimated time of maybe arrival or departure. I think it's going to be a lot more feasible to have an A here with this C. Grow too old, maybe to age out. And reggaeton is musica. Palm off on. I think this is to foist. And that tells me we have a wiffle ball. Unless I am just so terribly backward. I mean, really. It falls on the eve of Christmas Eve, and I think this is Festivus. Sap be a patsy. Is this wampum or something? Unit in real estate. Yeah, it's a unit. That's what it is. Mav. So, yeah. Okay. I can't say I know for sure what. Anyway, moving on. Drag through Hollywood, feather beds. I'm going to say nests, maybe, and this might be that old Don Henley song. Let's go down to the Sunset Strip. Don't know. Spies use them for disguise. Beverage at une brasserie. This could very well be a beer. The French for beer. Resists with at maybe box. I don't feel comfortable with any of it. I'll put something in and I'm having to just check it very quickly to make sure that it's working. Strong sense. Seating choice. I guess this could be an aisle. Wield influence. Outfielder's flashy feet may be a basket catch. Huh, okay. That fits. I feel better about that one. Stop for the day. Time-saving tricks are generally hacks, right? I mean, that's what... So these could be musks. All right, and this looks like this, if wield influence, maybe it could be pull strings. Oh, so this looks like it's going to be secret something. Spies use them for disguise. Perhaps secret something. I don't know what that would be. Secret codes? I mean, that would work, but not too crazy about it. Name of two ancient kings of Frisia. The first of whom is the famous one. I think this is Midas. Tiny arachnids. Oh, I hate that. Mites. Lover of literature. Looking a lot like it's Romeo, isn't it? Cien divided by 20. Probably cinco. So I mean, it's 100 in Spanish divided by 20. So, I mean, that would be 5 times. 20 will go into 105 times. Architects, maybe masterminds. You're hearing that word a lot lately in the news and whatnot. Religiously mandated surname for Sikh men, and I think this is Singh. Streaks overhead. I think this is Siri, but I need to know. Eagerly listening, maybe all ears. Yeah, and this is looking like Siri. Okay. Siri. Substack. Well, I think we're talking sandwiches here, and they start ending with an I if it's correct. I'm thinking salami. The King and I was set in Siam. Apt name for a spelling champ. How about B? Vocally negative fans in sports slang. I think these are boo birds. Result of getting doubles in Monopoly, probably a re-roll. Largest glacier in the French Alps is the Mer de Glace, which literally translates to sea of ice. Yeah. Sub-Saharan menaces. I'm trying to say mambas at the same time. God Who Duels Percy Jackson in children's literature, and I think Rylan would know this immediately. I think we're talking about Aries. Shaded circle, probably an areola, and Cuba's Jose Marti. And text acronym, ASCII. Setting for the classic film line, I don't have to show you any stinking badges. So, was that Blazing Saddles? And I think this is Sierra Madre. Like some broadcasts in cardboard boxes. Blake Brown, former editor of Vanity Fair and The New Yorker. This is Tina. I've been reading The New Yorker since the early 90s, and so this must be taped broadcasts in cardboard boxes. Shot with English. We're talking about billiards. Shot mouse. Rearranged to fit jocularly. Staff. I don't know. You spare the rod, you spoil the child. Rearranged to fit maybe to Tetris. Okay, that's good. It's clever. That's a good one. Stop for the day could be pack it in, and gotta spell it right. And looking at this here, treat often served in a glass cup, and it looks like with the D-A-E ending, this is a sundae. We used to play that game when we were kids, you know. I'm thirsty. I'm Friday. Come over Saturday, we'll have a sundae. I know, dumb. It might tell you what's on tap, and this may be a bar menu. Bargain hunters of a sort. Looks like unions, and that's clever. That's very clever. I think we've got a hiatus here. So causes to chafe, irks, and where am I? Okay, got it. Lacking social sensitivity. Break. Total jerk slangily, and we've got another 6 letters here. I'm just going to take a gamble and say that ass hat has made it back into the crossword. Okay. Potpourri assortment may very well be petals. Big bands. Red sauce. I think this is sriracha. That's a tough word for me to remember how to spell. If I didn't have that SR already there, I swear I'd have had it spelled wrong. I mean, I'd probably would have S-I-R-A-H-A-C-H. I mean, I just can never remember. Time to take stock. Maybe the initial public offering. Highly significant as a stretch of time. The only thing I could see out of this would maybe be epochal. Big bands could be octets. Lacking social sensitivity could very well be a break, could be a gap. Yeah, so I think this is gauche. Don't be so gauche. And maybe holy footwear, croc. And it looks like a piece of the pie is crust, which is, nobody likes that. GI tract, shocking aways tase. And then unless I fat fingered something somewhere, this was a pretty evenly keeled, not a lot of hard stuff in here. Let's, how do we do, Bob? Well, 10 minutes and 14 seconds is not bad. So, what are you going to do, right? I'm probably not the most clever thing in the world, but I did, let's see, let's admire this real quick. I kind of liked the idea of Tetris. I've never heard it used like that, but it sure did look like it to me as soon as I saw that RIS there. And then it just came to me, and I used to spend a lot of time playing Tetris. My kid's sister, Tiffany, was really good at that game, and I sucked at it, but I'm just not good at anything like that. I like seeing Sunset Strip, right? It pulled nicely with strings here. The iguanas was cool. I still don't get Wampum. Anytime areola come in, it's always kind of a giggle, third grade humor thing. Mambas, of course. But Boo Birds, I thought this was great. I mean, I've heard it, I've used it, but yeah. And anytime I see Ass Hat, that just makes me laugh, period. I mean, that's something else. Anyway, so, we'll just get rid of this right now and just kind of bring it in here. So it's Saturday. My cousins from Heidelberg, that's in Baden-Württemberg, here in Germany, that's they're a couple hours away, maybe three hours away, 4 hours away, something like that. But they're going to bring the train in tomorrow. I've got a cousin visiting from Pennsylvania I've never met, but he's visiting my cousins in Heidelberg. And so the cousin in Heidelberg is bringing my cousin from Pennsylvania. So I'll meet them for the first time. I know his brother, and I know his sister, but I have not met this one or the youngest, which, so I still got a lot of family I've got to actually meet at some point, so I'm pretty excited about that. Tomorrow morning, before we get out and about on this extended weekend, I will be coming in and solving the mini and then the big grid, and then I will get that uploaded and sent out. So that we can come together again in our little community. As always, ich wünsche Ihnen einen schönen Tag, ein schönes Wochenende. So, haben Sie einen schönen Wochenende noch. Servus, ciao, auf Wiedersehen.